First, the headlines. Elite Group of Communications and Network launches its Elite Academy of Journalism at Uripok Sorbolthingil from today. The Meitei, Kuki, Naga MLAs hold talks in Delhi. The Manipur police arrest 3 for burning SDC Kumbi office, intensifies search operations. The Kolkata RG rape and murder case. Junior doctors fast unto death enters 12th day. A very good afternoon. You're watching the ELITETV English News. I'm your host Dipwarani, here to give you the exact news in detail. Under the supervision of Elite Group of Communications and Network, Elite Academy of Journalism located at Uripok Sorbolthingil in Imphal West has launched from today. The academy was inaugurated by Waikom Jibol, Assistant Professor, Community Medicine, Jenims. Speaking to ELITETV News, Waikom Jibol said as far as his concerns, this is the first time in the state of Manipur to open an academy of journalism. He further said, now the era is of digital. The role of journalists in the society is highly praiseworthy. The academy will play a pivotal role in the field of journalism, he added.
Nasi korong nungja merathagi taraga marini pamba yai faraba yumjakesha nimit asidagi hauna angom yeki zit ningom bamhaina khangnariba ningomam jitendra asina miyamgi lamdamasigi yai phana bidongta yek teret mangang luang kuman angom moirang khang ama sarang laisang them hairiba yek teret esigi 14 nauda leoriba punamak lamdam sita leiriba sana lebak sita leiriba punamak singa sigi yai phana bidamakta Sinthaoina journalism ki lamda hena mai pana pang mangamna we domukta mahangna nasidagi Elite Institute of Journalism Academy of Journalism haiwa or asilinkatuna miyam da mahangna mahei journalism ki lamsidida afaba yaifaba mapung phawa mahei phangba ngamba oirasanu amadi masina lamdam segi Paugi lamda journalism gi lamda chawkhatpa yaifaba oijanaba miyamgi yaiphanaba thogol pangba ngamjanaba matik chaba journalist puthungnabagi pandamda paikhatliba institute ase ngasidagi mai pakpa oirasanu.
On the other hand, editor of ELITETV, Jitningomba said the main objective of opening an academy is to give the knowledge of journalism to the youths. He further said the classes will be started from November 15. For the first phase, there will be 3 months crash course and 6 months certificate course. However, any youths who are in relief camps will be taught free of cost for the courses. He appealed to the people to support the academy for the next generation to come.
Maruina ngasi akoi Elite Group of Communication and Network ki makhada akoi almost hana akoi ELITETV hangdokre aduga ngasi asi akoi Elite Group of Communication and Network ki makhada Elite Academy of Journalism haidana akoi journalism gi dumba academy ama akoi ngasi hangdokchabani maruina akoina masi hangdokchabagi pandam di akoi journalism gi akoi gi iho wasi hena Manipur da hena mangjin thanaba madu wakhalonda akoina madugumba academy si ngasidagi hangdokchabani maruina ahubagi oina akoi tha ahum amadi tha taruki course legani lagliba khoi November gi tang 15 dagi akhoi session hogjagani auna tha ahumgi crash course ama aduga tha taruki han bagi oina masdai da khoi academy akhoi Elite Group ki mai kai dagi thamjaningi si any akhoi gi relief camp da lairiba akhoi paumi gi sinpham bu bamba journalist oiningba pau paningba aduga se akhoi editing toningba camera gi toningba hayo myam sing si akhoi Elite Group na akhoi free of course ta sen amata yaudna Hoi relief camp the reversing a sida hoi or takpi tambigani aduna hoi gisi a whole you in a di hiriba tau humamadi tataruxini aduna hoi affordable yamna affordable oiba hoi adumba fee hybatai yam the vidadum lozagani ana sumayam nasu support obu adumba manipura journalism gi ho sida hoi awonba maiwonama prono pantam da hoi elite group of communication na hoi pangthok jabani.
Around 20 MLAs belonging to the warring Meitei and Kuki communities of Manipur met in Delhi on Tuesday for the first time since ethnic violence broke out in the northeastern state 17 months ago in a bid to hammer out a peaceful solution to the ongoing conflict. The Bharatiya Janata Party MP Sambit Patra and the 3 MLAs from the Naga community were also present at the over 2-hour-long meeting convened by the Ministry of Home Affairs as part of its efforts to iron out differences between the Meiteis and the Kukis and find an amicable solution to the crisis. However, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh did not attend the meeting, even though the centre's interlocutor A.K. Mishra and other senior officials were present. In a statement, the MHA said a group of elected members of the Manipur Assembly representing the Kuki-Zo, Mar, Meitei and Naga communities met to discuss the current scenarios in the state. The meeting unanimously resolved to appeal to the people of the state belonging to all communities to shun the path of violence so that no more precious lives of innocent citizens are lost, the statement said. This was the first time since May 3, 2023 that the Meitei and Kuki MLAs were in the same room. Sources said both sides put forward the views and grievances of the 2 communities and their sufferings during the long turmoil. The MLAs also discussed a way forward and how to go about in the coming days, but nothing concrete could be achieved, they added. It was a good beginning. We were not expecting a miracle at the first meeting, but it is an achievement that we could bring MLAs of the 2 communities under the same roof. We hope that they will meet again in the near future so that a peaceful solution is found, a source privy to the deliberations said. On Patra's presence at the meeting, the source said he is the BJP's coordinator for the Northeast and was instrumental in bringing the MLAs to the capital. Efforts will be made for similar meetings of civil society groups of the Meitei and Kuki communities so that their differences could be bridged and peace restored in the state, the sources added. On the other hand, the meeting was held with meetings separately. Meitei, Naga and Kuki MLAs were met the central team separately. They are not sat on the same room, another sources said. The Manipur police have arrested 3 individuals for their alleged involvement in the burning of the SDC Kumbi office on September 26, 2024. The arrested persons are Moirangthim Ajay Kumar, 22 years, Wahingbam Prabhakar, 27 years, Kumanthim Jesper, 23 years. They have been remanded into police custody for 4 days with efforts ongoing to apprehend other suspects linked to the incident. Meanwhile, security forces have intensified search operations in the fringe and vulnerable areas of the Hill and Valley districts. During an operation in Lairongthil Pitra Uyokching, Thobal district, several weapons and equipments were recovered. The Congress in Manipur on Tuesday welcomed the talks held between the Meitei and Kuki legislators in Delhi to find a solution to the ethnic crisis in the northeastern state, but said this initiative by the Ministry of Home Affairs should have been made much earlier. State Congress President K. Meghalaya also said that Chief Minister N. Biren Singh and Union Home Minister Amit Shah should have been present at the meeting held for the first time since the ethnic violence broke out in the northeastern state 17 months ago. We appreciate the talks as we have hope for peace and normalcy in the state. However, it would have been better if the meeting had been called earlier. Precious lives could have been saved if it was held earlier. Meghalaya told PTI more than 220 people, including members of both the Kuki and Meitei communities as well as security personnel, have been killed in the violence that broke out in Manipur on May 3rd last year. The meeting would have been more purposeful if opposition party members as well as civil society organizations were also included. The center should have invited the opposition. From the current state of things, it points to a meeting of government legislators only. The state Congress chief said. Those who attended the meeting included State Assembly Speaker Thokchom Satyabrata Singh, Tongbram Robindro, T.H. Basantakumar Singh from the Meitei side, and Kuki MLAs Letpao Haukip and Nemcha Kipgen, both state ministers. The Naga community was represented by MLAs Ram Muiva, Awongbao Nyumai and El Dikho. The sources said the Congress leader claimed that the absence of Amit Shah and Biren Singh at the meeting would have an impact. Biren Singh is the head of the government and he holds the home portfolio. His presence was required. The absence of Shah shows the negligence of the government and made the meeting incomplete, Megha Chandra said. Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has highlighted the state's effort to empower small businesses which have contributed significantly to its growth story. The khadi industry, a vital sector in Assam, has witnessed substantial progress, creating over 5,000 jobs and achieving total sales of Rs 18.92 crores last year. The state government is giving a major push to this sector. As part of these efforts, more than 7,600 small entrepreneurs from scheduled castes and scheduled tribes have benefited from the Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program. This initiative aims to encourage entrepreneurship and support the economic upliftment of these communities. Now we're taking a short break. We'll be right back.
Laikidabagi Paujil, Malem Taibangda, Kuigi Rakta, Tinjaduna, Taibang Sintaya Zerambi, Amasung, Matam Sangna, Leibak Miamgi, Tabak Torong Kayada, Katokpagaluina, Chen Chong Zerambi, Tautong Afaiba Block Lam Kaidelambi, Moirang Temningol, Sinam, Ongbi Nong Lema Lemana, Haukiba, October Gichet Nipan, Meragi Mangani Pan, Beleba Popanumita, Taibang Mapuna Pibirak Papunsi Sengzel Loreduna, Amadi, Mapugi Saitek Sing Suraduna, Taibang Kaiba Lining Togi Kuyada, Lairang Lenam Oinatin Kre, Laikidabagi Mangani Lehun Lak. Liba October Chechat Taragani Thoi Meragi Mapani Panba Thangjanumita Thokle Amasung Lakliba Chechat October gi Taragani Pan Meragi Taraga Tarukni Panba Irainumita Taibang Mapugi Mingkai Sak Sonjaduna Lana Thauram Pangthok Jaragani Aikhoina di sak khangjahudraba Laikhidrabiga loina tinaramba marumapang ichechal ima iwel amasung ahal laman singna mapugi mingkai sak sonbagi thauromasida saruk yabiranaba nolokna paujinjari Thauram Matam Ayuk Pung Nipan, Nolukna Pauzen Jariba, SK Apanba, Mapuroiba, Amadi, Imung Manungi Mioy Singh, Tautong Afaiba, Block Lamkai, Imphal West.
Start talk with Jitni Wombada, Mayamutara Mokchari.
Angang Sinse, Panic setting de, Maram saying the Harvard, Okamatam does so. Panic Sepa Haiti, Kahavisamna. Style ki type da jana ba do adu ki do numa music to gai na khanje ban ai angau ngai da luhong bagi sai se luhong bagi sai su bubong na pubirame artist ko dimaksu audience ko dimaksu khoi manipur se amna pe nushita na leimina se mi amana phaurak pa mi amana kitang mayon chong po hor bu matam da hadi nushira ga di ka do mi mang da ngang doino hai baina.
Welcome back from the break. Now moving on. Arunachal Pradesh athletes Likha Aku and Damsop Tungi have brought pride to India by winning bronze medals at the 8th Asian Pencak Silat Championship 2024 held in Bukhara, Uzbekistan. Both athletes showcased exceptional skills and determination in the traditional Indonesian martial arts, contributing to India's growing presence on the international stage. The achievement highlights the growing talent in martial arts from Arunachal Pradesh and serves as inspiration for athletes across the region. The Asian Pencak Silat Championship is a prestigious continental competition focused on Pencak Silat, a traditional martial art originating from Indonesia. The sport combines self-defense techniques, artistic movements, and combat skills, blending agility, Strength and discipline. The Asian Championship is held biennially with participation from countries across Asia. Meghalaya's Education Minister Rakam A. Sangma announced that the state government is in the process of drafting a plan to address the salary demands of the SSA Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan teachers. Over 13,000 SSA teachers have been agitating for 100% salary enhancement. Meanwhile, amid the difficult situation, Sangma appealed to the teachers to consider the children's education and return to schools, assuring them that the state government will soon come up with a solution. Speaking to the reporters, the Meghalaya minister stated that immediate salary enhancement of salary of the teachers may be difficult, keeping in mind the financial situation that the government is currently in. He further asserted that a meeting will be held with Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma to discuss the situation. Sangma expressed dismay over the situation of the teachers. However, he also pointed out that the students are being deprived of education due to the protests launched by the teachers. Earlier, the All Meghalaya SSA School Teachers Association on October 7 wrote a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking assistance in increasing the salary over 13,000 SSA teachers. In its letter, the association urged the Prime Minister to take prompt actions regarding the enhancement of the salaries of the SSA teachers. Ahead of the Gambigir Assembly constituency by-poll scheduled for November 13 in West Garo Hills, the Election Commission of India (ECI) has assured that the election machinery is prepared to ensure the conduct of free and fair elections with a model code of conduct in effect. Meghalaya Chief Electoral Officer CEO BDR Tiwari has stated that a model code of conduct (MCC) will apply in the district where the assembly constituency is located, ensuring that it will be relevant for all political parties, candidates and the state government. Important dates pertaining to the by-polls: October 18, notification will be issued October 25th, last date of filing nominations October 28th, scrutiny of nomination papers October 30, last date of withdrawal of nominations. The polls will be held on November 13, while the results will be declared on November 23rd. An Air India flight bound for Chicago, which had to be diverted to Canada after receiving a bomb threat, finally resumed its journey to the destination on October 16, the airline announced. 7 Indian flights received bomb threats on October 15, following which chaos erupted with at least 2 flights making emergency landings. In a statement, Air India said that the passengers of flight AI-127 were being ferried on Canadian Air Force aircraft, which took off from the remote Canadian city of Iqaluit at 3:54 a.m. local time and is expected to land in Chicago at 7:48 a.m. local US time. Furthermore, the statement read, "We thank the Canadian authorities at Iqaluit Airport for their support and assistance extended to the passengers and Air India during this unexpected disruption." Meanwhile, the US said threats against Air India flights are extremely serious after Air India flights got a series of bomb threats leading to emergency landings and increased security measures in multiple countries. During a press briefing, US Department of State spokesperson Matthew Miller said that the threats are being seriously by law enforcement agencies. The fast unto death protest by junior doctors at Arjikar Medical Hospital and College in Kolkata entered its 12th consecutive day on October 16. The protest is in response to the rape and murder case of a junior doctor at the institution. The agitating doctors are demanding justice for their deceased colleague and calling for improved workplace security. North Bengal Medical College and the hospital's Saurav Datta, who has been on a fast since October 5th, was hospitalized on October 15 evening and currently being treated at the CCU of the hospital in Jalpaiguri, claiming that Tuesday's Droher Carnival was successful in bringing more people from all walks of life together to march their voice to demand for justice besides safety and security for them. Junior medics on Wednesday opined to increase the heat of their ongoing protest. Debashish Halder, one of the agitating doctors, told PTI yesterday the world saw how people are keen on getting justice. We are happy to see that so many people, especially common men, are with us for this noble cause. This is giving us the zeal to keep on with our fight. We will make it stronger from now on to make the administration realize that we are not out of energy. The health conditions of the other medics who are on fast unto death were also deteriorating, he said. We are keeping things ready to address the situation if anyone falls more sick. We are ready to give life for our colleagues, he added. Now, taking another short break, we'll be right back. Sharing Palmu Tamang and Binod Pradhan from Nepal.
Saraswati Institute of Management and Paramedical Sciences, Pangai, Imphal East District, opposite to Manipur Police Training Center, MPTC, Hariba Institute of C.
Government private hospitals in the clinical exposed to
affiliated to Manipur University and then recognized by Pharmacy Council of India and then Indian Nursing Council, Masung MNC Manipur Nursing Council. Institute asida fangiba facility sing adadi separate boys and girls hostel, transport facility, amasung 12 hours library facility.
Approved by Ministry of HRD, New Delhi, Government of India.
Diabetes ko loina le hingliba sing tha magi manungda control to bangamle. Urea creatinine wangbasu tha magi manungda hanthaba ngamle. Kong hamba nungai tebasu numit manga nigi manungda fahan bangamle. Pile saibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahan bangamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oy bangamle. BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal oy bangamle. Fatty liver oy basu tha amagi manungda fagat han bangamle. Pumnamak natural oy ba hidak makhalna laying jabani. Hakchang da sokadaba side effect amata laite. Makata na hidak chabagi mathau su tararoy. Hena kupa parol gidamak ngasimak langsin birau Diabetes Hospital Soibam Laikai Ayangpali Road opposite Karkinos Jenims Hospital Porompat Imphal East near Punjab National Bank.
Welcome back from yet another short break. Now moving on to further news. Sikkim contestants Shering Palmu Tamang and Binod Pradhan from Nepal Himalayan Roadies Season 6 have advanced to the second round. Shering Palmu, hailing from Darab village in Gyalshing district, has etched her name in history as the first woman from Sikkim to compete in the international reality show. Joining Shering in the journey is Binod Pradhan, a volleyball player from Adampul, Gangtok, who has also impressed the judges and audience with his skills and charisma. The duo's advancement to the next round has garnered considerable attention in Sikkim. The first episode of this season premiered on October 14 on Himalayan TV. The season is reminiscent of the past successes, particularly that of Naseeb Tamang, who became the first Sikkimese winner of the competition in Season 4. Over 600 villages across 16 districts of Nagaland would benefit from Dharti Abba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan Dashgua scheme launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on October 2nd. This was stated by Union Minister for Tribal Affairs Jual Oram during the inauguration of the newly constructed Indesen Community Hall at Indesen Local Ground on Tuesday. Addressing the gathering on the occasion, Oram highlighted the central government's efforts towards development of tribal communities and the initiatives aimed at enhancing infrastructure, education and healthcare services in tribal regions across India. He claimed that Dashgua was launched on October 2nd under the leadership of Modi to uplift tribal communities and ensure their socio-economic development, which included provisions for housing, employment opportunities and educational scholarships for tribal youth. He said the scheme would cover 63,000 tribal majority villages across 549 districts in the country and 2,740 blocks across 30 states and union territories. He disclosed that the total outlay of the scheme was Rs 79,156 crores, with central share of Rs 56,333 crores and states share Rs 22,823 crores, adding the scheme's objective was to improve the socio-economic condition of tribal communities. He mentioned that 25 interventions across sectors would be implemented, with 17 union ministries being made responsible for their respective schemes, which would be overseen by the Tribal Affairs Ministry. Oram mentioned that the construction of Indesen Community Hall was funded by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs and acknowledged the contribution of the local populace for the added contribution in making the hall bigger and better. On the proposal for building an amphitheater by Labour and Employment, Skill Development, Entrepreneurship and Excise Advisor Mauto Shilongkamal, he said he would look into it and assured of extending full support to the state government. Speaking on the occasion, Longkamal said the inauguration of the community hall marked a momentous occasion for the people of Indesen village, hoping that the space would serve as a nerve center of the village. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police alleged that the Bishnoi gang is connected to the agents of the Indian government, which is targeting the South Asian community, specifically pro-Khalistani elements in the country. The remarks were made during a press conference by RCMP Commissioner Mike Duheen and his deputy Brigitte Goffin in Ottawa on Monday, hours after India announced the expulsion of 6 members of the Canadian High Commissioner in Delhi. On being asked if India is targeting the Sikh community in Canada, Govin said it is targeting the South Asian community, but they are specifically targeting pro-Khalistani elements in Canada, members of the pro-Khalistan movement. What we have seen from an RCMP perspective is that they use organized crime elements, she added. It has been publicly attributed and claimed by one organized crime group in particular, which is the Bishnoi group here in Canada. We believe that groups is connected to agents of the government of India. However, investigation agencies in India have linked Lawrence Bishnoi to several crimes in India. The National Investigation Agency has named him in high-profile cases, including smuggling of arms from Pakistan. The NIA had claimed that Bishnoi was running an extortion syndicate with Canada-based gangster Goldie Brar, who has close links with pro-Khalistani terror outfit Babbar Khalsa International BKI. Bishnoi has been allegedly operating his terror crime syndicate from jails in India, wherever he has been launched over the years. Israeli strikes in the southern Gaza Strip killed at least 15 people overnight, including 6 children and 2 women, Palestinian medical officials said Tuesday. A strike early Tuesday hit a house in the southern town of Beni Suhaila, killing at least 10 people from one extended family, according to Nasser Hospital in nearby Khan Yunis. The dead include 3 children and 1 woman, according to hospital records. An Associated Press camera operator at the hospital counted the bodies. In the nearby town of Fakari, a strike hit a house nearly early Tuesday, killing 5 people, including 3 children and a woman, according to the European hospital where the casualties were taken. The Israeli military rarely comments on individual strikes. It says it tries to avoid harming civilians and blames their deaths on Hamas, accusing the militants of sheltering in civilian areas. The head of the expeditionary arm of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard has appeared in television footage aired Tuesday by Iranian state television. Rumors circulated for weeks over General Ismail Qani's status in the time since an Israeli airstrike that killed Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in Beirut in late September. But Qani, the head of the Quds force, was seen in a black bomber jacket wiping away tears at an event early Tuesday morning at Tehran's Mehrabad International Airport. While Iranian state television did not acknowledge the rumors, it made a point to film Qani for over a minute and later shared the footage from the airport's ceremony online. Qani was on hand for the repatriation to Iran of the body of Revolutionary Guard General Abbas Nilforashan, 58 years, who was killed in the airstrike. More than 40,000 children in Lebanon have been displaced in the past 3 weeks, a top official with the UN Children's Agency said Monday, warning of a lost generation as a small country grappling with multiple crises and now in the middle of war. Israel has escalated its campaign against the Lebanon-based Hezbollah militant group, including launching a ground invasion after a year of exchanges of fire during its war with Hamas in Gaza. The fighting in Lebanon has driven 1.2 million people from their homes, most of them fleeing to Beirut and elsewhere in the north over the past 3 weeks since the escalation. Ted Jeban, UNICEF's Deputy Executive Director, Humanitarian Actions, has visited schools that have been turned into shelters to host displaced families. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump took their fight for Pennsylvania to opposite ends of the state Monday, with Harris speaking in the northwest corner in Erie and Trump in the southeastern suburbs of Philadelphia. Democrat Harris and Republican Trump have been making regular appearances in what is the country's largest battleground state. It will be Harris's 10th visit to Pennsylvania this campaign session, and just last week Trump made stops in both Scranton and Reading. Harris at an evening campaign rally planned to raise Trump's comments over the weekend, suggesting that the U.S. military be used to deal with the enemy from within, according to a senior Harris campaign official. The official, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to preview the remarks ahead of a campaign rally in Erie, said Harris will hammer home the idea that Trump sees Americans who disagree with him as enemies. She argued that the comments made in the Fox News Sunday Morning Futures interview are the latest example of threatening rhetoric from the former president that should concern Americans about what a potential second Trump term could look like. Trump, responding to a question about outside agitators potentially disrupting Election Day, pivoted to a foe closer to home. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Now, before we wrap up, let's look at the headlines once again. The elite group of communications and network launches its Elite Academy of Journalism at Uripok Sorbonne Tingel from today. Meitei, Kuki, Naga MLAs hold talks in Delhi. The Manipur police arrests 3 for burning SDC Kumbi office, intensifies search operations. Kolkata Arjika rape and murder case, junior doctors fast unto death enters the 12th day. Now that is all for the hour. Thank you for watching. There will be more updates at 3 p.m. ELITETV English News. Till then, keep watching, stay tuned and stay safe.